Great, hi guys, we're back with Workshop Wednesdays. So this is a bit where we try and teach you how to do certain things on your bicycle. Some of them will be frame building. Today is going to be all about components. So I've had a few emails on questions on things. So today's going to be focused around how to fit a bottom bracket. And for those of you that don't know what a bottom bracket is, this part of the bicycle here, it's where the crank fits and the you pedal. So what I'm going to show today is how to fit a standard Shimano bottom bracket into a bicycle frame, and you can do this with a bamboo frame or any frame. So it's good learning for anyone that needs to change their bottom bracket or wants to take any frame they've got at home or they've brought and create a custom bicycle. So I've got a bamboo frame here. This is our lugged kit, and the bottom bracket is a standard 68mm English thread. So it's going to be similar for all threaded types of bottom bracket. So I've got a standard bottom bracket here, which is the SMBBR60, so that's Shimano's, and I'm going to pair it today with a Shimano Sora crank. This would work for 105, Dura Ace, a GRX, Tiagra, etc. So all of this is applicable for all those brands. I'm just going to show you what I've got on hand. So the first thing to do is open the box. So you've got two parts of bottom bracket. And if you want to ask any questions, do ask, and I will get back to questions at the end. But as I said, this is all about fitting a bottom bracket. So the first thing is you're going to have two sides of a bottom bracket, okay? You're going to have a drive side, which is going to be, I'm going to rotate this frame. So the drive side is going to be this side, so the side which the crank fits, which is known as the drive side. And what you'll notice on the bottom bracket, there's a little marking on it that says R drive side. So I'm going to pick that up first. And then we've got the non-drive here. So what first thing I'm going to do is take some grease. I'm going to put some grease into the bottom bracket. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to remove the bottom bracket easily when I've done 3,000–4,000 miles. Okay, so it's easy to release. So just a layer of grease on your hand and just coat the threads in the grease. Okay, and do that for the drive and non-drive side. So today I'm fitting a bottom bracket. This is our workshop live Wednesday. So every Wednesday we do a live workshop, and we're just restarting now. Summer's come to an end, so we're a little bit quieter now, and we're going to restart our Wednesday workshop series. So if there's anything you want to see, frame building, component fitting, get in touch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the drive side and I'm going to fit this first. Now be really, really careful that you don't cross thread this, okay? When I say cross thread, it means that it will go in at an angle and you'll damage the threads. A little tip, it's got a direction arrow of which way to turn it. Turn it the wrong way first, and what that's going to do is it's going to help to seat the bottom bracket correctly. So turn it the wrong way first and then start to turn it. And you should be able to fit most of it by hand. If you're not fitting it by hand, you fitted it incorrectly, so stop immediately. If you're having to force it, stop yourself and retry the fit. So I fit that, so I'm doing the drive side first, so that's going in by hand, okay? You will need a tool for that, and I'm going to show you the tool to tighten it, okay? So that's the drive side in, okay? I'm going to take the non-drive side, okay, and it's marked with an L, okay, L, non-drive, and I'm going to fit that in to the non-drive. So I'll just do exactly the same. So turn it the wrong way first, and then turn it the correct way. And by turning it the wrong way, that helps to seat it correctly and it stops you from cross-threading. If you cross-thread the bottom bracket, it's a real pain in the neck and you're in real trouble. So I've tightened them up. And what I've got, guys, is if you're just starting into bike maintenance, get yourself this pack of tools, okay? It's about 50 quid, but it comes with everything you're gonna need for your bicycle. And I've got a bottom bracket tool which looks like this, okay? So this is the standard Shimano one, okay? And this particular bottom bracket has just come with an adapter that I'm gonna fit in. And then all I'm gonna do then is just tighten this up, okay? So using the tool, it's gonna slide on, and I'm just gonna tighten this up until I can't tighten it anymore, okay? So do that as firmly as you can. And then do the same on the other side, okay? Until they're both fitted. So those are all tight. If I'm building up a new frame, normally after the first few hundred miles, I'll probably take the crank back off and check the bottom bracket is tight, just to make sure that it all wears in nicely. Then I'm going to take my Shimano crank, and I'm just going to show you what type of crank this is, so that you get a good idea of the bottom bracket needs to be matched with the crank. And the bottom bracket I've fitted, as I mentioned, is compatible with all Shimano's range, okay? So if you're just joining, guys, this is a Workshop Wednesday, and I'm showing you how to fit a Shimano bottom bracket into your frame. So if you're using a component pack that we offer on our website, this should be applicable for the GRX, the Sora and the 105, okay? So I've just fitted this into the frame. This is the style of crank, so you can see it's got the long axle through, and this, basically, it's all pre-greased. It's going to slide into the frame like this. I'll try and take the frame off just so you can see a little bit clearer. Okay, so that's going to slide in like that. A little bit of a knock, and that will slide through. You may need a mallet. And that will slide normally quite easily through, but I'm not sure with this one. There we are, that's got it. So a little knock, and that's all the way through, so you can see that. And we can just check that that spins. So that's spinning quite nicely. And then the final stage to do, to complete the whole process, is to take the non-drive side, so it looks like this. Open that packet up. And then you'll find a small little plastic thing inside here. I don't know the technical name, my apologies, but it looks like this. So this slides on here. And there's a little key. Then you take your small piece, and this is important to do it this way, and you tighten this up until you cannot tighten anymore. And in my kit, I've got a little key to do this. Okay, so this just comes in the toolkit. So tighten this up. And this is just hand tightening. So you tighten this up, and what this does is it preloads the crank. So it pushes the crank together, so it's in a really good position, and then you'll see a little plastic shim, and that will just then push in. If you've got it incorrectly, the little plastic piece will push in. Okay. So I've just hand tightened that, and that's pushed in. And then the final stage is just to take an M5 Allen key and tighten up these side bolts here. And that basically now is completely fitted. So that basically, guys, and you can see that spinning nicely. So that's nice, spinning freely. If something's not spinning freely, then you've got a problem. But that's how you fit a Shimano bottom bracket and a Shimano crank. So dead simple. As I said, get yourself the bike tools, and yeah, and just follow it step by step. Any questions, get in touch, but this is our live workshop Wednesday. You can look through any previous videos if you want, so have a look at other tutorials we've got, and if there's any comments or anything you'd like to see for the future, please add a comment and I'll do the next week workshop based on what people want. So thank you very much. I'm James Marr, I'm the founder at Bamboo Bicycle Club. So join us next week and I'll publish this on our social media and on our home kit page as well. So we have a help forum as well. So I'll post that up there. Thank you very much for joining. Please like and subscribe and get involved. And thanks again. Bye-bye.